Hello everyone, my name is Renmar and welcome back to another BTLO replay. Before we jump into a hard lab named The Key, be sure to follow us on X, LinkedIn, or join the Discord server to keep in touch with the BTLO community. Links are in the description box below. Right, let's get started. So The Key is one of the hardest labs on the BTLO platform. So it is a digital forensics lab. And before we start, we will read the details and later the questions. So the key scenario is there's a guy named Peter, a programmer by profession, who was always fascinated by superhero movies from his childhood. He started a secret project to work at work without informing his boss. Peter stored all the project files in his cloud account. His boss came to know about Peter's secret project and asked the security team to investigate the Peter's laptop. But here's the real headache. Peter's secret drive is encrypted. To investigate the disk, help boss in finding the decryption key and the cloud credentials of Peter. This investigation involves both technical and content analysis to suggest players immerse themselves in the scenario. So we have at least 15 questions here, and bear with me until the end of this video, for we will learn different Windows artifacts that are really interesting and worth investigating when you are tasked to investigate a Windows platform. So let's start with question number 1. So what is the time zone of Peter's machine? Hint: find the register key. So to answer this question, so we need to find the register key, right? So before we start, let's see what we have. So we have this toolkit here. We have this Arsenal image mounter, an Airsoft launcher package, a SQL database, browser portable, and Windows file analyzer. So before we start, let's see what's in the evidence directory. Launch it. So in the evidence directory, you can see there's a this captured this image file, that E01 or E01. Yeah. So this is captured through access data or other tools. So this is a physical disk that we will investigate throughout this video. So in order to open this file, we need to mount it into the disk so that we can easily navigate the contents, just like Windows Explorer. We will see about that later. Let's open this file. And make sure this mount method is in block device writable. And then click mount. Then we hit install. I think we've encountered a problem here. There's a enable to mount partition 1 and 4. So it means that this image has 4 partitions, which is our interest is in the partition 2, which has this 15 gigabyte of storage. So we'll do it again. We'll just unmount this one. I think we need to add this image as evidence file, then mount it into our system. Okay. This is really interesting. Access data provides you a not the opportunity but the capability of mounting the disk image, this one, into another local drive, so you can access it via GUI, or you can use it to add this file as evidence file, as yes, as this, I think, yeah, and we will see about that later. So here we opened access data FTK imager. Oh, we add an evidence file, a disk file, and then select this image. So we have this one. Then we are in the partition 2. We can mount it, and don't forget to change the mount method to writable. Then mount. So we have successfully mounted the partitions. So we have 4 here: D, E, F, E, F, G. So what it looks like is this, like this. So we have this 15 gig storage drive, which we suspect is the storage drive where all the files is located. And then we just leave it here open, because if we close this one, all the mounted drive will be lost. So we are tasked with question number 1. Let's proceed. What is the time zone of Peter's machine? Right? So find the registry key. So in Windows system, registry hives can be found in the Windows directory, system, 32, config, yeah, and then just hit continue. In this directory, you can find several important Windows artifacts, including the journal, most importantly, the registry hives, the 4 most important registry hives, which is the SAM, security, software system. So what is interesting about this registry hives is, in the system registry hive, it contains the system information of the endpoint, which we suspect that the time zone of peer machine resides. So let's open a tool named Fred. I think this is a registry, yeah, forensic registry editor. So we need to open the hive. Sorry. Need to open the hive, launch the system. So in Windows systems, in System Hive, you can find the time zone of this of the endpoint in this registry path. Current control set, and the control, and I think this, let's search for time zone. This one. So in the time zone key name, the key name is time zone key name, and the value is Pacific Standard Time. So we have our answer for question number 1, which is the Pacific Standard Time. Let's submit that answer. Pacific Standard Time. Cool, right? So let's proceed with question number 2. Superhero stories were introduced to Peter at his school. This clarity. So what is the name of the Peter school? So are you familiar with this type of question? For sure you are, because if you have installed a Windows systems in the past, you are asked about the security questions, backup questions, such as pet's name, school name, anything question, any questions that a Windows asks just to verify, or let's say it is used by Windows to verify if it's you using the system when you forgot the password, right? So to answer this one, we have Nearsoft, Nearsoft Tools, Near Launcher Shortcut, which is located at the desktop. And there's a tool here named Security Questions Viewer, where you will point it at the system32 config directory of the image, this image, and then it will present you all the security questions made by the user of this disk, of the disk, yes. So there's a lot of tools located um, in this tool, so it will take a while to boot, but a little bit of patience is needed. So the tool has been booted, and we are interested with the security questions, right? So this tool here, right click, run as admin. So what it does is it views Windows 10 security questions. So take a while. Make sure to select this load security questions from an external drive. Okay. So we can copy this one, copy this path. Let's go first. Then happen. Where's try to open it again. Run as admin. Then make sure to select load security questions from external drive. Paste it. Okay. So what we have found here is the security questions Peter uses in his computer when Peter installed Windows in his computer. So we have found our question, our answer for question number 2, which is the school name. So in the security question, what is the name of the first school you attended? So we have found the Cambridge School of West Coast. Sweet. So let's proceed with question number 3. This is really interesting. For this one, the artifact for this one is really interesting. So remember, if you have assigned, for example, if you have assigned a desktop background to your Windows system, so what Windows does is it stores a cache file um, in the system. So it doesn't like, I want to assign a background, and then Windows forget about it. No, Windows almost cache all the files, almost logs all the changes performed in the system. So, back with question number 3, what is Peter's favorite code? So most of us, including me, I've done it in the past that I've made my favorite code as a desktop background. So let's find that one, right? So the cache file of this Windows background can be found at the profile of the user. So let's head to the users, Peter the programmer, just hit continue. And in the app data, there's a theme directory which contains all the information about the Windows background, related to Windows background. So let's view the hidden files because we need to access the app data section. App data, the file of interest is located at app data roaming, Microsoft, Windows, Teams, and the cache files. So we have found one entry here. So it means that Peter has this background in his computer. Let's open this file. And voila, we have found Peter's favorite goat. So empty vessels make the most noise. Empty vessels make the most. Voila, nice. It's really interesting that Windows stores its cache files in this directory. So it's a really nice to know, like informative that in this directory you can find artifacts that is related to user activity, user activity. So back with question number 4. What is Peter IP address and computer name? So to answer this one, we will resort again with the system registry hive, which I repeat, it stores all the system configuration, including the IP address and the computer name. So I think, wait, let me do a research about this one. So we have found here that IP address registry location can be found in the system, current control set, services, TCP IP parameters. So let's try to find that one. So services, TCP IP, this one, the original one, services. This one, and parameters. I think no, this is not because this is a DHCP name server. So this is the server IP address because it ends with the .1. So it's a gateway, we believe. So in the interfaces, we need to access this. I think we have found it. So the DHCP IP address assigned to Peter's computer is the 172.16.0.14. Yeah, and this DHCP name server also appears here. And the subnet mask. Okay, so at least we have this. We have our IP 172.16.0.14. Then we are tasked with the computer name again. So let's find computer name. I think I have found it. This one. So it is located at the system current control set active computer. Okay. Let's full screen. Okay. So where's it again? Control computer name. Yep, I think we have found it. So we have this computer name. Let's copy the value and then paste. Voila. So we have found our answer. So it's yeah, again it's the system hive which has this computer configuration, including the IP address, the computer name, the time zone, uh, a lot of things you can find here in System Hive. So what is the name of programming language Peter is learning? Okay. So to answer this one, we need a little bit of digging. to what Peter learning, to what Peter programming language is currently learning. So we need to access. Let's find if there's a. Ooh, we have Sublime the text here, which is very famous for code and text editor. We have Python, interesting, and yeah. So one of the things here that if you are tasked with like this type of question, what is the name of Peter language Peter programming language Peter is learning? So when you are learning something, including me, I tend to create like sample files with um, for example, if I want to learn PowerShell or Bash, I name a file randomly and then yeah, I name the file randomly and assign an extension which is related to the programming language itself. So where do you find the files which is currently which are currently used by the user? We need to access this roaming. We need to access the link, the shortcut files created recent items. So there's nothing in here. Okay. So how about we use this one, Recupa, and then we will find try to find anything related to programming language. So we have found Python, right? The Python file in the sublime directory, but it's not enough. We need to be sure um that's the thing that we are looking for. Let's let's try this one, the E location. Next, deep scan. This will take for a while. See you in a bit. So our recovery are done. Then we need to recover this one, and then let's save it into the evidence. Let's make a new folder, recovered files. Okay, keep both files. So we now have recovered the files. So let's try to scroll out of image, junk files. Any junk files? Scroll, find something interesting. Something interesting in here. You can find one. I think there. This is SSH key. So we don't have we can find this using this approach. So we'll use access data to see if it can reveal the shortcut files from Peter's profile. Data, roaming, Microsoft, Windows, recent. So, oh yeah, interesting, right? So you can spot the difference in the recent items in the Explorer, which the mounted image. You can see that there are no entries here. Like they are not the same. There's only a picture, but not this shortcut files. So let's see if Peter. Oh, so user Peter program desktop. So there's a interesting string here, the .py, which means it's a Python file. Has also a random name, area.link. Also this area.py. Oh, this one, largest array. I think we have, this is enough to confirm that Peter is learning Python. Let's try. Sweet, right? Nice. So according to Peter's day plan, which task is in progress? Hmm. So to answer this one, remember that we have seen the sublime, the text, right? So what is the name of the, okay? What, according to Peter's day plan, which task is in progress? So remember when we look at the program files and we saw the sublime here. So there's a sublime text like program or software installed in Peter's computer. So there's a really interesting artifact here that sublime the text if the user use it, it will create a cache file or a session file inside the user's um, profile. So let's check. Let's head to app data roaming, I guess. Nope. Yeah, here. So we have found that Sublime, that Peter uses Sublime because it exists in his app data in his profile. So there's a cache file here. Try to find. Hmm. Try to find some cache. Nope. Sublime cache. Nothing in here. Local. Resort to roaming. Open Microsoft, I think. Yep. Microsoft. Ah, yeah, here. So the session file is located in the local directory. So this is the session file. Remember that if you open Sublime, if you have used Sublime before or Notepad, even if you close if you close the file, once you have opened the Sublime or Notepad again, it will display all the files or the text, even if it's unsaved into the application itself. So it doesn't really delete the file or the text or the strings that you have put into the application, but it's stored in a session file. For example, this one. So let's head back to the question. What is the name? Oh, okay. According to Peter's day plan, which task is in progress? You can see here that there's a day plan. Set up good looking PC, done. Create Python environment, done. Search for new on how to do secret programming, done. Discuss with partner on TeamViewer, okay. There's a TeamViewer conversation. Cool, done. Maintain confidentiality, completed. BitLocker, okay. Pressing here. Code to save the world in progress. Okay. I think we have found our answers, so let's copy this one. Sweet, right? So yeah. So next question. Peter connected his part with his partner using TeamViewer. What is the Peter's partner's TeamViewer ID? So let's For TeamViewer, okay, let's find some references here. So we resort checking TeamViewer's documentation. So any log files for incoming connection or connections, connections in incoming.txt can be found in program files 86 TeamViewer. Okay, let's find TeamViewer, right? TeamViewer. So 86 and nothing in here. How about the program files? Yep. So connections incoming. Okay, here's plain as day. We have found that Peter has a one connection, incoming connection from this ID with this display name. I think we have found our answer. So the ID will be this one, and the partner ID will be this one. Viola. So what is Peter's team viewer ID and display name? So there's another file of interest that inside the team viewer directory, which is this team viewer log file. So we are tasked with finding the Peter's team viewer ID and display name, right? So let's hit find and look for names. Names, name default, not. I think this one. So Peter's display name is this one, and the ID will be probably this one. So we are not resorting for the the one with the negative sign here. Is that is not a valid ID. And then the name, copy, perfect, right? So what is the password manager used by Peter? So, hmm. So password manager. What is the nature of password manager? Password. Do a little bit of search. So to find the password manager, typically the password managers are downloaded as browser extensions, right? So we need to, in order to find the answer to this question, we need to find the browser, which browser Peter uses, and also the extension installed from that browser. So let's go to Peter's um, profile, app data, local, which is the installed. I think we can't find any other browsers aside from Microsoft Edge. So wait, let's search for browser extension location for Microsoft Edge. So what we have found here is it is found in current user app data local Microsoft Edge and profile. Okay, let's go. Microsoft Edge user data. Profile one extension is not the one. Local extension. Is interesting. So how about the default? We have we have extensions here. Yeah, really interesting. This one, look at the images. Mhm. All tools, Visa, really interesting. Is not the one that we are looking for. Hmm. How about the metadata? Fonts, images, static, media. Hmm, interesting one. Visa. LastPass? Yeah, this is very familiar. Right? It's LastPass. See? We have found our answer. So it's in the browser, Microsoft Edge browser extension. It uses LastPass as Peter's password manager. Okay, so let's pass this password. Yola. So yeah, if you're tasked to investigate if there are any browser extension installed to the user's browser, you can perform OSINT or just a quick Google search about the browser manual or browser documentation about where's the extension is are located. So you can find the random name here. Wait, let's try to copy this one. If see if browser. Yeah. Look. So if you copy this one, the random name, and paste it into this to Google, it will return the LastPass. So I guess this is the random hard-coded name for LastPass browser extension. So yeah, very cool, really interesting source. And yeah, let's proceed. So what is the VPN service used by Peter? Again, this password manager and the VPN service are typically downloaded as browser extensions. So let's check the other things, other entries. Again, let's create the metadata for look this one content. Hmm. Background, station, or we can copy this one and then nope. This one is a Chromium Edge extension. Okay. And this one is a Microsoft Editor spelling grammar. Okay. And the last one will be, hopefully this is the file that we are looking for. There's no result. Okay. It's really interesting. So let's open this file. Let's look for the assets. Images. Static images. Yes, perfect. Yeah, VPN. Plain as day, we can find the VPN used. It's really like plain as day. Prime VPN. Perfect. So what is the name of Peter's secret project? So to answer this one, let's head back to the details and look for information. But here comes the real headache. Peter's secret drive is encrypted. So remember that we have seen this one, the the BitLocker, and also at the same directory with the Microsoft Windows in the recent. We have found is bit.link, which we suspect is a BitLocker recovery key. Here, recovery key, but there's no. Yeah, it's stored in the documents of the user. So Peter. Also, this one stored at the documents folder. Let's head to the documents folder. App data, documents. You can find one. Um, yeah, none. Hmm. So I think it's been deleted. Right before the capture of our evidence file or this file. So I believe we have other tool here called Arsenal Image Mounter. So we'll use this one. I think we need to close one. So we'll use this Arsenal Image Mounter so that um, we'll check if there are if it can help us understand or solve this question. Okay, let's try. Okay, so it detects the BitLocker if for the this image file. So let's mount our this image. So let's head to the desktop evidence. Just point it out to the evidence file. For this one, just leave it as is. Hit yes. Perfect. So it needs a BitLocker. It is truly encrypted drive. So the F drive is encrypted. Not opening. So this drive is encrypted. I think this is the location where we can find the Peter secret project. Let's try a little bit of digging. So we have successfully mounted our this image to Arsenal Image Mounter and hit this as did you see an interesting file here for indication that will help us to solve the remaining questions? Yep, correct. So the volume shadow copies. So volume shadow copies acts like a backup, acts like a technology from Windows that back up all the system files, all the system configuration in the endpoint. So if you are familiar with a ransomware, ransomware typically targets this file, the volume shadow copy (VSS) or VSC, and deletes it for the user, um, yeah, to prevent the user back up their files, so that the only remaining working backup is the one from the ransomware operator. So we'll resort to mount this one, to link this one into our system so that we can check all the backup copies of the files from Peter's computer right before um, the disk image is acquired, right? So, yeah, at least we have that kind of information. At least we are on the right path. At least we have hope to find the BitLocker key, which was deleted in the documents folder. So in order to view this volume shadow copy, we'll resort to run this command in the command prompt to list all the shadow copy found inside the E drive. So 4 equals E. So this is the command to list all the shadows. This is admin, the shadows for E. See that we have one volume shadow copy here, the shadow copy volume. So what we'll do next is we will link this into our C drive to act as a one full directory so that we can explore the files inside of this volume shadow copy. So to do that one, we'll use the make link. We'll, then we'll assign it, we'll store it to C drive and name it restored PSS. And then we'll copy this one, the volume shadow copy. So symbolic link created for our target directory to the existing volume shadow copy directed by Arsenal Image Camper. Really nice, right? So yeah, let's head to the C drive, and we can see that there's a restored VSS. So if we try to open this one and head to the user's drive, Peter Programmer, so it will return an error. You have been denied permission to access this folder. So we'll resolve that one by using the command prompt cd restore vss users, because we are interested in Peter Programmer's profile and the documents. So let's list. We can find that there is a bit.txt here, which doesn't exist in the access data FTK imager when we add an evidence file or this image, and also if we mounted it in the system, we don't see this file. Instead, there's a lot of PDF files there inside of this one. So let's try to view these text. So I think we have found our recovery key, which is here. This is to verify this is the correct recovery key. Compare the start of the following identifier with the identifier value displayed in your PC. So there's the identifier. So this is our recovery key. We will use this one to unlock the F drive, but not the password. We'll use the recovery key. Then, voila! We have unlocked the encrypted drive from Peter's secret project. And what we'll do next is to answer the question, what is the name of Peter's secret project? So let's open this drive and try to find practice. I think this is the same files from the Peter's documents folder. Useful junk. Okay. Peter's project, we assume. Savior. What is the name of Peter's secret project? Okay, Peter's project. Yeah, yeah. So Peter's secret project. Yeah, I think this is the one. Save, date, save world. Yes, perfect. And the theme is revolution. Is so what are Peter's cloud credentials? Cloud credentials to this one, Peter Savior. Hmm? Yeah. So I think we have found the Peter's cloud credentials. We assume this is the username because it's displayed in plain as day, plain text, and we assume this is the password because it is hidden. So Peter the Savior, save data, save world revolution. Nice. So we are down to the last three questions. I think we have found the answer for this one. So I think we need to find the last two one. So Peter access some files from a remote machine using a file transfer service. What is the login name and IP address of the remote machine? So we need to find if there are any program installed related to um, service to a file transfer service. Right? So we'll go to E drive program files. Hmm, Putty. Yeah, we have Putty. We have WinSCP. What is WinSCP? What is that? Yeah, yeah. So WinSCP is a free FTP client for Windows. How about we search for registry location? So it is found in the HKey current user software Martin Rickreel. So HKey current user. So I guess we need the registry hive of Peter's profile, which can be found inside Peter's profile. Oops. Wait. Hmm. Okay. Yes, yes. So we need to resort using FTK imager again, then add evidence item, and then this one, finish. We go to Peter's profile, users, Peter, the programmer. I think we need to select this one. And we are interested with the HKey current user, which refers to the empty user.dat file. Let's export those files, save to the evidence folder, and then spread, then open Hive. I think we need to close this first. Let's open the Hive of, yes, the evidence in NT-user. So it is said that you can find it in the software. Martin, yep, Martin Frickrill Win SCP sessions. I think we have found it. So message Ubuntu configurations. Yep, this one. I think we have found it. So Ubuntu at 172.16.0.16. Yala. So for the last one, the last two questions, we have already found the answer for that one. Submit. Perfect. So what is the BitLocker password? Hint. Question 2. What is question 2? Anyway. Ah, okay. The secret questions. So luckily we don't close. We did not close this software. So what is the BitLocker password? Question 2. In question 2. How about Chichulu? Chichulu. Nope. Tokyo. Tokyo. The light. Nope. How about Chichulu? Tokyo. The light. Viola. So yeah, we have found all the answers, and I guess that's a wrap up. Yeah, it's pretty hard, especially when you are tasked to recover the lost BitLocker recovery key. Um, um, we are glad that this image has this volume shadow copy so that we can explore this drive or this file and find the deleted one. And yeah, overall, this is a pretty really interesting lab. There's a lot of Windows artifacts this being discussed, um, and there's a lot of Windows artifacts that are really useful in real life investigation, especially in Windows systems. So we have learned analyzing the different system hive, use different tools like access data, mounting, and adding evidence file, arsenal image mounter, and the listing of BSS admin stuffs. So I guess that's a wrap up. So it's I guess I can consider it hard, but we've answered it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have learned something today. I hope you have understand what we've discussed, because we don't know. In the future, you might use this kind of information to solve your own case, right? So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Again, I am Renmark. Be sure to like and subscribe to never miss a video. So in the moment, remember to join us in Discord and tune in every Friday at 6 p.m. UTC for BTLO Replay. Thanks everyone, and see you next time. Bye bye.